Let's face it, the workplace has not always been the most welcoming place for women, but the digital age is changing all of that. By developing your digital skills, you can command a seat at the table and contribute to the fast-paced, ever-changing world of technology and innovation. In this special International Women's Day edition of the podcast, we explore how digital skills are transforming career opportunities for women. Let's do this with our guest. You're listening to the TechNet Show, your weekly dose of the latest tech stories, analysis, interviews, and opportunities in the world of tech. If you're a techie or an enthusiast looking to stay up to date, this is the show for you. Be a part of the conversation and stay connected to our tech community on Telegram at TechNet Show. Hello everyone, it's always exciting to be on the TechNet Show podcast and share useful and relevant information with you. I'm your host, Victoria Emeje. As always, Samawasi is right here and ready to kickstart this thrilling conversation. But before Samoa chimes in, let me celebrate all the women and girls breaking barriers in their field. We celebrate your courage, intellect, willpower, talent, and achievement. We say Happy International Women's Day. I embrace equity.
Okay, that's right. Happy International Women's Day. We love and celebrate all our women. You all make the world more beautiful. It's your month and,
Yes.
This episode, the whole attention is on you guys. So you should, take the whole floor. We're actually shortly going to explore a topic that captures how technology is playing an integral role in bridging the gender and employment gap. We do have a guest who is going to unravel how digital skills are transforming career opportunities for women.
Oh, yes. And it's my honor to actually welcome our guest, a talented copywriter, content creator, and novelist. As far as emerging technologies are concerned, she has a wealth of knowledge and experience, which I believe she won't hesitate to share with us on this show. Okay, so she is a graduate of communication arts from the University of Uyo, and she has been a writer for over 7 years, writing for magazines, radio, television, and blog. However, trained by the innovations of Web3, she diverged into the blockchain industry in 2021 to explore the new oil. Started out as a crypto blogger in 2021 with the Nigeria Bitcoin community, but later decided to switch to being a freelance content creator. She's a well-known name in the Web3 space in Nigeria, especially in the Uyo community. Techies, let's welcome Sharon, Eunice, Amanda, Ayo, C for short. Very interesting and cute acronym. Welcome to the show, Sharon. It's nice to have you.
Thank you.
Yeah, awesome.
Wow, nice to have you on the show, Sharon. Looking at your bio, I know you're a graduate of communication arts. I would like to know, why did you abandon, or should I say dump, the traditional media to Web3?
Why dumped traditional media to Web3? Okay, yeah. Actually, I'm going to say money because basically.
I like that. Yes, I like that you are realistic. Actually, many people won't say it like that.
Well, it's true. Actually, by the time you want to earn more, you have to actually explore more ways to earn more. And I saw it in Web3, and I can't say that I was going to stick to traditional media where I was going to be paid minute sums of money when I can actually do more and earn more. So I broke the barrier because as a normal magazine writer, a normal online traditional writer, it wasn't like I could do much with blogging because you need to have a lot of audience and all that to be able to draw traction to yourself. Yeah,
that's true.
I had to always work with people, and you know how much they're going to pay you at the end of the day. It's more like depending on people to be yourself. yourself or to be self-made.
Yeah.
You can't, you really can't function like that. So venturing into Web3, when I heard about Web3, actually I came as a blogger for crypto. And when I went in, I was actually looking for more ways to earn. I was doing like several things at the same time. And when I got in there, my boss was like, Sharon, you can actually do a lot with this, even though you're not right with me. I was like, how? That's when I started learning about Bitcoin. I knew totally nothing about the whole concept of what crypto was and what Web3 was. And having to like go in, first I studied about Bitcoin and I started writing about other companies like exchanges and stuff like that. And someone one day, a friend of mine came to me and said, you're a good writer. Please, can you help me write something about this? And I charged him at my rate. And then when I did it, it was so good that I had to start like inviting all people, like telling them I have a writer who is very good. And so they started bringing to me and I started having a lot of demands. And I literally had to like dump my other job, which I would write like 3,000 words.
Because of money. You don't because of money, not the passion. Where is the passion? I thought you choose a career path due to passion.
No, like I went into writing because of passion. I left science for arts because of passion. Now, when we are finally in the passion, we have to look for an avenue where we can earn more in the passion. Isn't that right?
That's right.
Wow.
I mean, passion to profit. It must be profitable.
Yeah, thank you. Literally, that's how I went in. Then I got my first ambassadorial job and it's really paid me well. And from there, I was able to like do a lot of things for myself. And that's how I've had feet in the Web3 industry ever since.
Amazing. It's really awesome. Like, I love the sincerity of how you got into tech. A lot of people say it's just because of passion or they want to solve problems. And that's so cute. But then the reality is that majority of us actually went into this path because of the money is lucrative, you know. Okay, so we are talking about digital skills, how it is transforming career opportunities for women. You and I know that digital skills are actually crucial for everyone in this age because they are essential for success in the modern workforce. So in what ways do you believe that digital skills are transforming career opportunities for women in the workforce? And what impact do you think this will have on the future of work?
Okay, how digital skills transforming the
career
workspace
opportunities, yes, for women. Yeah.
Now, I would always say that at times women actually try to limit their capabilities. They feel like certain things are basically for men. And I discount that. I say no to that. It's kind of a concept that is not really very, very vast to me. You can't actually limit your abilities to the fact that certain men have made it there and so it should be a man's thing. I believe that everyone is endowed to do anything you want to do as far as you put your mind and heart to it. And tech is also for women. I've seen a lot of women do good there. And it just takes you having to learn, to be open, to be able to adapt. And there's several things you can do, like writing is one of them, copywriting.
Yeah.
You could do programming. It's not really a man's thing. It's also your thing. You could do UX design, UI, UX. You could go into the whole bunch of, there are quite a lot of digital skills. How it is transforming workspace or career opportunities for women is it's opening their minds to see that they can't stick to the status quo. If you see one or two women actually do what you feel that is a man's thing to do, you should okay, I'm going to give you an example of myself. I actually had this feeling that design, UI and UX and graphics design was actually a man's thing until I got into Web3 space. And then I had
it's all about Vicky too. She's into design.
Yeah.
I had this challenge where, as an ambassador, I had to create graphic designs, and I was like, okay, how do I do this? I couldn't go paying people to do it for me. So one day I got vexed. I took up Canva. I was like, I could do this thing if I lay my head to it. I just had to ask one of my friends, please, how do you go about it? He just narrated the whole thing. I entered Canva. And before you know, I was good in Canva. I was good in Figma. Now, when
Amazing.
a friend came to me,
Wow. Vicky, let's add extra, like 2 extra names to our name.
Yeah. Copywriter, UI, UX designer, and graphic designer. Awesome.
Okay. So when my friend came to me, she asked me how I was going about it and organize. And I was like, girl, go pick up your phone. You don't have to use a laptop. I started with a phone before I had my laptop. I got my laptop after I got my first ambassadorial job. So I basically used my phone to be able to design so well that people would see my designs and be like, Sharon, how do you do it? So you can't just limit yourself to a certain status quo because you feel it's a man's world. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
You can go past that. And so having this particular space has taught us to know that women also have an endowment, all right? There are so many opportunities you could work on. I know a friend of mine who is so good at programming. I admire her, and I don't have a good laptop to start with yet. I would have started since. I don't even know.
Oh, God.
Wait, that will you be able to cook? Wait now.
Want to do everything?
Yeah, copywriting. You are UX. Hey, but do you want to kill yourself? Huh?
Actually, people have asked me that a lot. Basically, I work every day. I wake up to work and I sleep with work. That's how my day goes.
Wow.
Day. But people have asked me, how do you do it? And I say it's just leave some certain things aside that are not necessary. Like the whole acting, having to think about your makeup, do this, do that. You can actually do that if you plan yourself. Set a guideline, set a schedule, just work with that. If you know that you want to be good at something, you're going to have to cut certain things. That is a fact.
Yeah, it's very true.
If you know you want, for me to be able to learn designing, I had to cut very, very basic things that by normal going out, I had to cut it because I knew, my dear, if you want to make money, you need time for your talents to be able to for you to build on that certain thing. And you can't just always be thinking about how you'd go out or see somebody or do that when you know that you have to build on something. So it's more like discipline, all right? If I want to pick up programming now, I know certain things I have to cut down on. So it's you having to know your limits, your capabilities, and be able to limit or work within that sphere so you don't outdo yourself.
You're right. I completely relate to what you're saying.
So, okay, where was I again?
You're trying to answer the question of ways it is transforming career opportunities for women and also how it will impact the future of work.
Okay, so how it is transforming career opportunities for women.
No, you're already given us the elaborate answer for that. You understand me? It has helped women to get into areas that they think is just for men.
More. Yes, with more opportunities coming out, you know that the conventional ways are far beyond that. Like the whole, okay, we go to work and then we come back every day and then go to our 6 to 9 or, okay, I won't say 6 to 9, 7 to 6 jobs. And then we are so stressed, we come back. And then with all these opportunities we have now, you could do things at your own pace.
Definitely.
So people actually are more adaptive to this way. They want to have their own time than being stressed under a bus and being
Yeah, that's the flexibility that comes with. That's the flexibility that comes with digital skills. Right. Very true. Okay.
Sharon, you have actually talked more on how digital skills actually transforming career opportunities for women. You know, we all know that digital skills, they are maybe, let me say, should I say the top requirements for employment in recent times? Most people actually moving from the traditional to almost everything is digitalized right now. So, but there seems to be an unequal distribution of these data skills and, between the men and women. You can agree with me that if we have 1,000 developers in Nigeria, that about 800 are men, while 200 are women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now, this normally, I'm looking at it in a balanced view. All this disparity now, it's actually creating a a challenge for gender equality. You understand my point? So what do you see as the biggest challenge that women face in aqua skills? What are the challenges? What are the biggest challenges that women are actually facing in acquiring digital skills?
Like what you hear so far, make sure not to miss any of our episodes by subscribing to us now and joining our community on Telegram at t.me/technoshow. Now, back to the show.
Okay, first, I would want to say women always feel that certain things are too hard for them to understand. And I think that's our problem. I won't say for everybody. Let's say for 60%
majority.
I'm telling you, I once talked to a friend about something, UX and UI and UX designer. She said, how do you even do it? That's too hard now. I was like, well, you can. Well, okay, the normal things you do every day. How did you pick it up? The writing that you did or the school you went to, how did you do it? Like, you just had to stay and understand, right? If not, how would you have gotten it? It is you just living. I feel women are too caught up in their own world where they feel certain things are to be for men. That is, okay, let me not use the F word right now. That is crazy. It is so it's like, how? One person I really learned from is my sister. She was the one who actually pushed me into writing. Although she's an engineer, she's current certified and all that, she also tried to venture into writing and she was good, and that was what led me there. But then she is this person that she never wants to contain herself. She doesn't feel it's a man's world. She basically does everything that you would say a man should do. Let's practically say she's a tomboy. Like, she went for Korean, she became one of the best in the distance. Out of how many guys, she came top. That mentality made me feel, like, why would I now feel that certain things are for men? That isn't the right way to go. I don't see it as that. That is why I said, if I should I'm planning on getting a better system, I will take up programming to the full extent of it, just to make yourself feel that this thing that people do, you can also do it. I look at codes and I'm like, what do they actually do with these codes and how do they put it? And then I tell myself, let me just get a system, let me get a mentor. It's not too hard to figure out.
You'll get there one day. You'll get there.
I'm telling you, it's not too hard to figure out. It's just, maybe you're outside now and you're just hearing them talk about codes and you feel, oh, codes. What do they actually do? Do you think that they have all these codes in their head? They literally were able to, like, maybe find a way to get it somehow, and you think you can't do it. I feel the first thing we need to break out from is status quo, and then the point where we feel we don't have enough to get there. Those are two things. Basically, first you define the woman and say, I can't, and then when you say you can't, she starts looking for excuses. There's no money to buy this. Do you know how it would be, like me carrying? Do you know how much their laptops take or their blood takes? You're like, the money you used to buy hair, you could actually
exactly. That's very true.
Woman, stay comfortably and buy things 70K. Are you like, babe, how? But you can't, like, use that same thing and invest in a gadget. How do guys get their gadgets? You see guys wear clothes once. They don't have your time. They can wear that clothes and go out and come back. But go into their houses, you see the gadgets that they have.
Yeah.
Women need
to think like a man, right? When it comes to getting results.
Women just feel we should invest in our looks and then they forget about their tomorrow. I still do not find that very comfortable with. I don't.
Imagine how I'm feeling. Imagine if I was a woman, how I would be feeling. Imagine maybe I was making excuses for myself. I'll feel. In fact, tomorrow I'll sell all my wigs. I'll sell everything. I'll sell my wigs. I'll sell my shoes.
And all those pair of shoes. Some people have like 30 pairs of shoes. skills. Where they're going.
I tell all of them to start. If I was a woman and I'm passing through, or maybe I'm experiencing this. Wow, that's nice. That's nice. So you have actually mentioned the biggest challenge. Yeah, you have mentioned like 3 biggest challenges that women have, and also you didn't just mention it. You actually take it a little bit further to tell them how to address these challenges. Wow, thanks.
Okay, so it's a good one. I'm looking at the fact that digital skills provide greater flexibility, right? In terms of where and how women work. You mentioned that earlier, that with digital skills, I mean, people can work remotely, people can work in an office, but there's that flexibility it brings to women. Women no longer need to do the traditional 9-to-5 job, and then it provides that work-life balance for them. So knowing that it helps promote that work-life balance, and then also promotes gender diversity and inclusivity in the workplace. We are also aware that some companies do not provide this, they do not promote diversity when it comes to digital skills in the workplace. Like, for instance, some companies might prefer to hire a male for a specific technical role than a female. You get? And there's still a little bit of, it's not everybody that have embraced this diversity and inclusion that the world has been clamoring and advocating for a certain gender balance. How do you think that companies and organizations can actually promote diversity in their hiring practices to ensure that women are able to fully participate in the digital transformation of a workplace?
That's one okay. Let me try wrapping my head around that question. I'm not really in their head, so neither am I in the company field to know what this thing they can put in. But I should feel that they should give everybody a chance to prove themselves. Okay, so finally you want to hire maybe a Python programmer or a data analyst or whatever. And you open it to everybody, they put in their qualifications and all that. It's really not cool that because it's a woman, you basically feel that she's not good at it. It's something that has to be open for everybody. And if you feel that she's up to par according to her resume and her application, you call her in and then let her prove herself to you that she's good enough to represent you in that particular field. So I feel the first thing they should do is be open, because I don't think there is maybe a particular structure in place where they say certain digital skills are supposed to be for men and certain. I don't think there's any structure like that. Yeah. So basically you kind of tell when maybe an interviewer or whatever wants to align people, and then all you see is men. I don't know if actually women didn't fill in those roles, or because maybe they were women, they weren't called. I don't know about that. But there should be a balance in equation. If this person actually meets the requirements, you call her in and let her prove to you that she is what's being enrolled for. I don't know. So that's basically what I can say.
Okay.
Awesome.
Let me chip in something there. I think in this aspect, it would be the effort to be from the women's area, not from the organization or from the company. Because if as an initial personnel and maybe I have 100 or maybe 1,000 applicants, and even though if it's actually 10 men, or maybe say men or male, actually qualify for the job, I won't want to try in order to get gender balance or gender equality, or let me use the gender balance. I won't try to bring the incompetent 5 female so that I can balance it with the male, because we are talking about productivity here. So productivity will actually be what I will go for first before I'll consider gender balance. So now it comes to the effort will not be directed to the women. You try to make yourself to be one of the best in the field, so that you can comfortably compete with the male, so that you'll not be left out. I think actually that's my own opinion on this Victoria's question.
Okay, it's a valid one, because I know women just need to put themselves out there, and some organizations also have to not look down or make it look like a specific role is for the male rather than female. Okay, so if there's that diversity, that inclusion, then women will be more encouraged to actually put in for certain roles that usually it will be like a man's role.
But it's gonna have to start with them.
Yeah, it has to start with them, definitely. All right.
So, okay, Sharon, you have actually, answered even more than what I've learned. Even me, I've written down a lot of things that I've learned today already. So, lastly, what advice do you have for women who want to develop their digital skill and, take advantage of these new career opportunities in Web3?
Okay. My advice to them is to first take a step, because if you keep thinking and keep thinking, oh, I want to do this, oh, I want to do that, and you don't actually take a step to build yourself, then you're wasting your time. So basically, you have to find someone who is already there, who has been there, and go to the person and ask how to go about it. So you don't I've been opportune to help certain people, and I know a friend once came to me and asked Sharon, how do I go about this? And I told her, see, there are certain people I can refer you to, and you can actually do good from there. So basically, walk up to the first person that you know is actually in that field already and ask, how do I go about it? Now, if you're zealous enough, if the person gives you enough resources to go into, then venture in from there. There are lots of free courses right now that you could do. I know certain of them, like Side Hustle, and some others I've applied for in the past, that you could actually do. Just pay a little sum of money, 5,000 naira. You've gotten something at least. If you have your phone, you could start with the basic first, and then try to venture on from there. And I would say I started with my phone, and before I could land my first ambassadorial jobs, I know how many I put in. I put in quite a lot. Then another thing is that you have to build your CV to a certain extent. Now, people would always ask me, how do I do this if I don't have any experience? And I'm like, okay. First, start trying to do things on your own. I won't basically say, how do I put it? Let me try giving particular picture. Alright. I would always say I have a friend I work with, I brought her in and she was able to start. And what she had to help do was she would always tell me, Sharon, can you give me something to do? And then I would give her, and then she would upload it, do it. I'll give corrections and then upload it into her drive and all that. Now, what it helps you do is that during that time, as you're learning, you're actually gathering some resources that you've been able to use. I won't say lie though, but used to actually say you did something, right? So maybe she collects maybe an article for me to write, and I give it to her, and she writes about that particular. Now, maybe she writes maybe on Comdex and all that, and then she is able to load it up on her on whatever you guys use. Like me, for writers, we have Medium, we have Twitter, we have all that, and she loads it up there. It's kind of a reference to say, okay, I did this, and then you can add it to your resume, all right? So basically, while you try building yourself, try doing things that you can make reference to, so that you can put it on your resume that you actually did them. So it's not really about lying, it's about you learning, and in that process, building something up for yourself. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Sharon. Insightful. Thanks for being on the show today. But before we close down, what is your social media handle for those who might want to connect with you?
Okay. All right. All right. Now, let me tell everybody this. I'm not really a social person.
Wow. As a writer, amazing.
Yes, literally, I have handles, but I really do not chat much and do that. I work basically on demand. But you can link me up on Twitter. You can link me on C, that's small letters anyway, C_Ayo. And then on LinkedIn, I'll just search Sharon, Eunice, Amanda, Ayo, Oko. I hope you are able to get me. I'm open to view, so you could add me up there. And that is basically my Medium page. I really can't remember the username right now. I can't. And then Facebook, I really don't chat there. That's one place I really don't go to. I don't know. So
Okay. All right. So for those who may not know what the C is SEA_AIR. So, all right. Thank you so much, Sharon, for taking our time to hang out with us on the show today. We really appreciate your insight and what you've shared so far. And I believe that those who will listen to this particular episode will definitely get helpful information and that they can use. For those who haven't started getting or acquiring digital skills, definitely this will help you. It will challenge you to actually go get digital skills because, I mean, the future of work is digital. You can't run away from it. Yes. So it's important if you want to compete in this labor market, you definitely need digital skills to survive and to have that edge. Otherwise, you're just going to be, I mean, AI is taking a lot of spaces already, and you don't want to be among those whose job is going to be irrelevant in the coming years just because you did not upskill. So thank you. And from here, we say Happy International Women's Day. This is our special International Women's Day edition. And until next week, just don't forget to follow us on our social media and definitely comment and give us a feedback on this particular topic. Stay safe, guys. Bye.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Samuel. Bye. Thanks for being a part of today's conversation on The TechNats Show. Do follow us on social media at The TechNats Show. Join our growing tech community on Telegram at TechNats Show so you'll never miss any updates. If you find our content valuable, would love you to drop us comments or likes, or you could share it with your friends too. Catch you next week.